Hey everyone, welcome to a very late Extreme Bronco. See, I don't even know the name of our show anymore. Extreme Bronco Sunday night edition for Bronco Wild Outdoors, and we're just late. Man, we're just discombobulated, aren't we?
We are.
How's everyone doing? I hope you're all having a great day. And look, I do apologize. We didn't plan the timing exactly right.
We did pretty well,
So
though,
we're late. Yeah, we did well.
for what we did today.
Becky drove back, so it was pretty cool. So, hey, real quick, we went to the Outer Banks today. We just decided, what was it, late Friday or even yesterday morning? I think it was late Friday. We decided that we were going to go to the Outer Banks and try the 22 Badlands out on the sand. And so it was a pretty cool, very short trip. We made it down a little bit later today than we wanted. And but what do you think?
It was a great experience. It was fun, and the Bronco handled like a dream.
Yeah, and look, and truthfully, we were on packed sand for most of the time, and so it obviously but it doesn't take a whole lot. But for us, it was our first outing in the Bronco, right? In that Bronco and in a new Bronco. Of course, Andy, thank you very much for that super chat. We appreciate you, Andy, very much. Gavin says hello.
Hello. Yeah, thanks, Andy. Good to be back.
Good to be back. So we drove down this, packed sand beach for most of the ways, but then we went, so if you know Corolla, you'll know that there's beach access only to a lot of houses there. And so we went through this neighborhood. We're looking for the horses. So that's loud, dude. So we're looking for the horses. And the one thing that was a little strange, I haven't ever driven back there. We had to drive up from the beach into the neighborhood. I say neighborhood, it even sounds funny saying that when there's no roads, right? So, but you can't see over the apex of this dune. And when I say dune, it's the access part, right? So it's the road. And so we went up and, of course, on the other side, there's nothing there. There was a little hole to the right. You and I saw that pretty good.
Yeah.
And Gavin's got allergy stuff. So it was just really cool. But that sand was very it was loose. It was fluffy, I guess you could say, but loose, very dry, loose sand. And the Bronco never even in that, it never even never struggled whatsoever. So Gavin wants to say hello and goodbye all in the same breath because
his allergies are bugging him a little bit today.
And it's late.
I'm tired, and it's going to be very annoying to hear
every
10 seconds.
All right, buddy. We'll go hold down the fort downstairs, and we'll be down a little bit.
I'll tell everyone to be quiet.
All right, buddy. See ya.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Right.
See you bud.
So, Andy, you're saying that you haven't done the rodeo yet. So, well, let me say this. So I did Texas, and Texas, there's very little, conditions like we went through today. It was rock, a lot of rock crawling, went through the washes and thanks, Ryan. I will tell him you said that. Bronco 78, how are you doing? But in Texas off rodeo, there was really not any conditions that we went through today. And today, trust me, it was just the beach. It wasn't like we did any, big wheeling, but it was our first trip, right? So we want to get the feel for it, And Becky drove on the way back, and she just kept veering up to the dry sand for some reason where the ruts were. So what was up with that?
It's more fun.
Yeah. So you had a blast, didn't you?
Yeah, it was good.
So when we go next time, we're going to take both Broncos, and you're good with that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fine.
So the only thing I didn't like about today was the fact that it was pretty gusty winds.
There was a lot of wind today,
and there was a lot of airborne sand. So I was making a conscious effort to let off the throttle when we went through the little, sand, plumes you would call it. Just don't like the idea of that. But it is what it is. Off-road vehicle. We're just not going to, abuse the heck out of it, I guess, take care of it. But hey, we just like breaking the champagne bottle on it today. We, not literally, but we got the sand in it. So guess who's not cleaning the sand out? Becky. Oh no, it'll be me. But I'm going to do a video with, and maybe there's none there, but I'm going to do a video, see if we have any sand in the airbox intake not the intake of the engine,
That'd
obviously,
be good
but
to know.
the air inlet in the air box before the filter, right? It's just a good little video. But when I tell you and trust me, don't burn me up in the comments here. It's not like we did any crazy wheeling. It was just the fact that it was so windy and so much airborne sand. It's just the only thing I want to see.
Yeah.
But it was fun. We had a blast. And so we kind of got, I think, the gist of it when we go, what to
It's
take
easy.
next time.
It's so easy.
Yeah, we just drove onto the beach and we did air down. We did have somebody that, what did he tell you? He's like, well, that fancy Bronco, you still have to air the tires down? I was like, God, we look like rookies
Well, that
or
was
something.
kind of funny anyways.
Hey, look, I've talked to some people that's been wheeling, and I know everybody's done more or better, but I've talked to some pretty, experienced wheelers, and I'm like, hey, would you air down? Oh, yeah, definitely. It's just, it's physics. And okay, so we aired down to 20 PSI.
Well, they tell you it's mandatory on this particular beach to
Well,
air down.
that's what
someone had told us.
That's what we read that in a forum where they're organizing a meetup, and it said it was the law or it was mandatory something. I have no idea. We are going to research that. We thought it was suggested.
Yeah, that's what I had read previously.
So we'll see.
But it was okay.
The Bronco's attached to the ruts.
It was attracted to the ruts.
Yeah, well, yeah, attracted to them, and then attracted to the other ruts, meaning, and
there's nothing wrong with the little fishiness.
Yeah. So unfortunately, Becky got passed today by someone. The guy driving the Mad Max mobile.
Yeah, I don't even know what kind of car it was, but man, yeah, here I am trying to be the responsible one and, obey the speed limit when you get close to people and all this stuff. And he just rolled past us. And when I say Mad Max, it's like Mad Max Thunderdome.
Yeah, it was
just like flying through. So he was the one that made the comment at the air station. Oh, that's one of those fancy Broncos. Why do you have to air down? I said, it's mandatory. And then his friend was talking about, as I'm sitting right there in earshot, about passing me because I was going 20.
Yeah.
But
a whole 20.
It was funny.
So, but yeah, look, seriously, we had a great time. I was actually going to get over here to, let's see, I need to turn the volume down on this, but we had a comment come in here. I want to look at something here. But look, if you get a chance to take your, let's see. Oh, yeah. Today, we met Chris and Dave. So Chris and Dave, if you're watching, Chris or Dave, if you're watching, hello, it's nice meeting you. Super nice people. Nice.
It's neat to meet people along
Raptor.
The way.
Yeah. So it was cool to, go down and see just people taking it easy on the beach. And it is a little early in the beach season. The water's cold, right? But
yeah. Well, and we saw a couple of other Broncos on the beach too.
Yeah, Andy, you're right. That was
pretty cool.
Someone's got to be responsible. Well, and that
that's me. That title.
That's my title. I'm taking that, right? But you did great today, and
that was fun.
We didn't see any
had
horses.
A great time. No horses today.
So wild horses. What kind of horses are they?
They're Spanish Mustangs. They've been there for years and years, hundreds of years, I guess.
Let's see. There's room now. You can center yourself. It's a little more complicated. These chairs are a little. Well, it's harder to turn the camera, but it's. Are you okay? You can just lean.
Yeah, no, and it's funny.
Lean over
so
like
this
you like
story,
me.
this table has a really cool story. So it's an old wagon wheel.
Well, it's a steel machine. Steel machine, industrial machine.
No, I thought it was a wagon.
Well, it looks like a wagon.
Yeah, it looks like a wagon wheel, and it's been restored and all this. So it wasn't ever meant to be a table.
So it's from the late 1800s, and the one below it, where it's kind of the base of it, is a smaller wheel. And so imagine we put glass on it. Everything's metal, and you can hear every single little bump to it. So we do have a little renovation in the plans, and we're going to move it over to the other side. But look, I am sorry we're late today. I hate missing a stream. We have it scheduled every Sunday night at 8 p.m. We don't. I think there's like eight of us watching, or 8 of you watching right now, and so there again, I am sorry that we were late. I think we're going to probably put an episode that we'll pre-record in the can, meaning that if we ever get in a situation again, we can just post a unseen, episode where we talk about something maybe new and green we haven't talked about before. And then, but yeah, I was bumming, but it takes a little bit longer to get off the beach than you think. Okay, well, I can go from here to here, and you can map quest, and exactly. Well, when you're driving, how many miles down the beach? So we were in
I
Corolla.
don't even know how many miles.
We
We didn't go
should
to
have
the
checked.
end.
Well, we didn't go to the very end, but we went a long ways, and then we went through that neighborhood. So you know, whatever. It just took a little bit longer to get back. So. But we do appreciate you being here today. All Terrain Nation, hey, what's going on? I will tell
blame
you.
Gavin, yeah, because he's not here to
Blame Gavin, yeah, it's Gavin, yeah. You know how kids
fault.
are. Yeah.
No, Gavin was awesome. He was a trooper.
Andy, you
he
know
had a
the
blast.
deal. Just blame the kids. Let's see. But All Terrain, great deal you did yesterday, the live stream.
Yeah,
Thanks for letting us
camping.
join. Yeah, the camping out in the
That's
back.
pretty cool.
I thought we were going to have to camp in Nags Head, the Outer Banks. So if you know the Outer Banks, Kill Devil Hills that's where you first enter, right? That's Nags Head that's Nags Head, and then Kill Devil Hills is
No, Kill Devil Kitty Hawk. When you go down the Outer Banks, when you first get there, that's Kitty Hawk. But there's this huge fork in the road. So if you go to the right, you're going to Kitty Hawk, Kill Devil Hills, Nags Head, Hatteras, south that way. But then if you go the other way, you go Southern Shores, Duck, Corolla, Corova, all that.
So we were north. We were near, headed back to Virginia.
Yeah, and if you kept driving down the beach, you would breach Virginia had there not been a gate there.
Hey, Andy, I'm going back through the comments. Thank you for saying that. I'll tell Gavin you said good night there, and let's see. What are we doing here, Ryan? Doing well.
Oh, you're going to off rodeo tomorrow, Ryan.
Ryan, you're going to off rodeo. That is.
Have fun.
Hey, Ryan, if you're still here, I don't know if you're staying at Horseshoe Bay. It says doing well, camping in Texas and headed off their off road. So if you're staying around Horseshoe Bay, we stayed in Granite Falls. It was really cool. That entire area there it was really cool. Bronco Off Rodeo, Texas, which since I've been, I'll say it's the best one. Well, it's the only one I've been to, but it was very cool. There was great people there, and I won't spoil it for you. But at the end, if they're still doing it this way, you're gonna be super excited, super excited. Let's see if I ain't going on the stream. Yeah. Let's see, worn out though. Yeah, I'm surprised you're still awake.
Like sleeping in a tent.
Hey, Blueford, thanks for checking in tonight. I don't know where I'd be. So, all right, here's the deal with the Bronco. So we aired our tires down, and the hard surface road ends. It's like the pavement ends now. I thought about the name today. I was like, that's a perfect name, right? The pavement ends now. One of our viewers.
Yeah.
And but there's signs everywhere, no stopping for any reason at all. I'm like, well, sorry, I'm going to stop because I'm switching to the different modes. I didn't want to shift on the fly, even though certain modes you can. But I just wanted to stop, make sure everything's good to go. And it was when you take the Badlands and you go from normal to sand. First thing you notice was what locker engaged. You were looking, weren't you? It was the rear locker. So the rear locker engages and it goes to 4 high. And the funny thing, and I don't know, I'm sure these Broncos, I don't know if they're all exactly the same. It's probably some of the terrain that you're in. Where did we shift between, was it maybe second? I don't think it was first gear. Was it second to third gear?
Yeah, the gear ratio really changes.
It really changed. I don't even know.
It runs really high.
I don't know what gear it was in. I'll tell you this: we were 8. You could only go like in this part of the beach 15. Certain parts of the beach it's 35, I think it is. But where we were, we had people near, so we could only go 15. And so we, and actually the neighborhood, the residential neighborhood is 15. So as we were going through there, I noticed that we would start off and we were cruising about 8 miles per hour at 2,600 RPMs. And you would have to accelerate to the point that the RPMs got up to about 3,100 and then it would shift, right? And then it would go back down to 2,500 RPMs going 15 to 16 miles per hour.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the gist of the RPMs and the gearing. There again, I don't know if it wasn't first gear, if it was second to third or third to fourth, but it was a low gear. So I want to say it was probably second. And so it was interesting, how it carries it runs that gear out to about 3,000 RPMs and then shifts in the sand mode. So it was pretty cool. So we gotta get rid of this one here. All right, sorry, we had a little message we had to get out of here. But anyway, so it was interesting. There again, the wet sand was nothing. It's like driving on the road.
Hmm.
The loose sand was, even though I wanted some adventure, it was really uneventful.
It was easy.
Yeah, I was like, okay, wait a minute, because we did have to go through some pretty loose stuff going up that hill, and I slowed up at the top because, well, I didn't know what was on the other side. I mean, typically you'd have a spotter, but this is a neighborhood. You don't have a spotter in a neighborhood. You look like you would look like a noob.
It was kind of funny though, as we're driving towards the neighborhood, you see the smaller, was it like a Subaru or some smaller SUV?
Yeah.
Like they just shot out.
They shot out of this thing like a cannon.
Man,
Like seriously,
that was fun.
they were out of this neighborhood and they were just
I
bouncing.
guess they had a running start.
We had to get a running start, otherwise, you're gonna.
They're gonna bog out.
You're gonna bottom out, and I mean, those are cool, neat little cars. Don't get me wrong, but there's ground clearance issues, right?
Mhm.
And that sand is so fluffy there. You're dragging, who knows what underneath. Yeah, Andy, no, I don't.
Yeah,
There's kinds of,
interesting stuff.
yeah, it's the internet. Let's see, plan on camping somewhere. Yeah, Granite Falls was a cool place. We actually stayed at was it a Holiday Inn or
I
something?
don't remember where you
Yeah.
guys stayed.
Granite Falls was cool. There's some type of seafood restaurant on that river there, and I want to say was it Colorado River? Anyway, there's a river that runs right through there. I can't think of the name, but it was very, very cool. Let's see. It's on my space trailer. I'm in. Oh, let's see. Yeah, all terrain. You're worn out though. Hey, I'll tell you. I hope that the video we were able to take today is going to really turn out.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it.
We got some good GoPros, some action stuff. Gavin, got some really good angles. Here comes your doggy.
She's hunting me down.
Yeah, everybody's missing us today. We were gone all day. Yeah, the Bronco collects sand. We know that.
Yeah, Sandman.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's like cracking and it's going to get dirty. That's what it's for. So,
But the cool thing is, so if anybody out
Low
there watching this is from our area and hasn't been down to that beach, it's a great day trip.
right.
It's not too far, like
Yeah.
2.5 hour drive from where we are. Very scenic, cool little places along the way. There is a park and a historic house called the Whalehead. I guess it used to be an estate or something. And a lighthouse. The Currituck Beach Lighthouse is right there. So we saw that. It wasn't open yet, but it's pretty neat. I mean,
Yeah.
there's different stuff to do, little shops and
Andy says he's-
restaurants and everything.
Andy said he's into seafood. Yeah, like
Yeah.
any kind of food there, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Well, seafood, but real seafood.
Yeah.
It's very plentiful.
And which we did have a great. We had to eat something today. We were like, oof.
Well, we went to the opposite end of the beach.
Yeah,
And to
sorry,
one of our
guys.
favorite places. It was awesome.
But yeah, there's a lot of historic
Yeah.
houses in this area. And what was really cool, I think we're going to try to, maybe the thumbnail be the
Oh, Dirk, did you see our drive on the beach from the live stream today?
yeah, live stream there.
Because we did an Instagram and we also did.
Yeah, we did it.
YouTube.
The Instagram is where
Earlier.
if you follow us on Instagram, we did a live today where we went into that neighborhood.
Mhm.
And the concept of living in a neighborhood that you can only get to by the
Four-wheel
beach,
drive.
forward
I
drive
like it.
access. It's pretty cool. The houses were pretty interesting, and it looks like trails, but it's actually the neighborhood streets, right?
Mhm.
So the trees are closed. It's loose sand. There are wild horses everywhere, except not everywhere today. We couldn't see them.
I know, like the one day, and I have some friends that I see online that they always have horses in their yard, which is cool. They just go everywhere. And it's funny because some of the houses, you know how beach houses are designed where you park underneath, they had cattle gates and horse gates around. I'm like, man, I guess the horses they're just like any
Yeah.
horses. They're very curious animals and they go wherever they can.
So Dirk
So-
lives in Western North Carolina, and he plans
Cool.
on going. Yeah, so it was fun, and what was crazy was, and we met a lot of people there. We met someone today that at a restaurant there that has a first edition. We actually saw a first edition pulling a trailer today. I think might have been the same.
I think it was him.
same guy later. Real nice guy. If you're watching, hello. Let's see. There was 2 or 3. Actually, ended up being, because on the way out we saw an Area 51 Outer Banks. So
Mhm.
3 Broncos on the beach, and that was interesting. It was pretty cool.
Well, it's good to see other Broncos out there.
So if you're watching this now or later, and you were on, what's today's date? March
Oh
6th.
my gosh, I don't even know.
I
What
think it's
day
March
is.
6th, whatever it
Yeah,
is.
it is the 6th.
If you were in Corolla today, hey, we saw you. There was
Yeah, it's the 6th.
so there was a Cactus Gray. There was
Area
two
51.
Area 51s, and that was it on the beach. And then another Cactus Gray on the way down there. So you're starting to see the Broncos in the area. It's still, it's not every day, but it's
Well, and we saw the Velocity Blue pulling the trailer.
okay.
Whom we
You're right.
think
You're
is
right. The first edition, right?
The gentleman we met on the way down there.
Was not Velocity Blue, but
Oh, I thought it was.
no, it's the darker blue.
I thought it was
Where's
Velocity.
Gavin? I'm drawing a blank.
I know he's like the
You
color
got
chart.
yeah. You guys, you know the color. It's not Velocity is the lighter. Yeah, yeah. I've been there. Hey, what's that? That song? What was that commercial for? I've been everywhere.
Was it?
Don't say it.
Was
though.
it?
Don't sing it.
Motel
Oh no, don't sing it.
6
We'll
or
be in trouble.
something? We'll leave the light on for you.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
Hotel or something. So I think Becky is going to end up just driving down to the beach whenever.
So I love the beach. I
Yeah.
love it. And I've always wanted a house on the beach. And whenever we go to vacation, I'd always prefer something right on the beach because I love to look at the beach, one thing, but it's so easy.
Andy, I think you're right. I can hear his voice singing, but I think they took it for this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll have to do it.
But
yeah, Ryan, you can hear it.
But the unfortunate part of the beach, like when we go to the beach, is lugging all of your stuff everywhere. Right. So I told Duane today, I'm like, we got to just start doing this again. This is so easy.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a drive, but it's fun.
Who cares? That's why I bought a Bronco.
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't have to go to the mall.
See, I grew up, my dad would only fish on the beach. He didn't like to go to the pier or anything, and he didn't really care for the beach, but he loved taking his truck on the beach. So I grew up, we went down to Hatteras out of Oregon Inlet all the time.
Well, that's what I'm looking, fishing right on the beach from the back of the Broncos.
And then, great memories as a kid. That's why when he started talking about doing this, I'm all game for that. And today it just brought back great memories, and especially that we can share with our family. But then the lazy side of me, I'm like, we wouldn't have to lug anything. You just open the back of your car and it's all there.
So needless to say, the Broncos a hit with Becky.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
we'll be doing this all summer long.
Yeah, it'll be definitely summer. But what I was saying was as we were headed to the out, if you know how heading to what's the road
158.
158 heads to the Outer Banks, right? And then when you get there, generally most of the time you're there, you go south, right? That's where Nags Head, Kitty Hawk, and keep going further. Well, when you turn north, you go to Duck.
Yeah, it's Highway 12.
Highway 12, Duck and Corolla and Corova. Is there something else? Is the Currituck lights in there?
Mm-hmm.
We actually went to the Currituck light today and got some footage of that, and which is amazing, by the way. That in 1883 or
we got a picture of it.
Yeah, we got a picture of it.
Or 1863.
Yeah, when that they could build something so tall and
straight.
So straight. It's tapered.
It's perfect.
But I was just amazed. Just truly amazed. Let's see here. Here it is. 1873 Currituck Light. So that was pretty cool. But those are the trips that the Broncos really made for, right? To go do something like that. Yeah, 150.
Yeah, 168 is the Virginia side, and it turns into 158.
Actually, yeah, 168, and then. What's that?
Casting from the back of the Bronco.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice, especially with the soft top? Kind of rip the beginning of a moonroof in a soft top. Yeah, it'd be nice. And then we saw the people with the Cactus Gray hard top. They had the top not off. They had the two front panels out of there. And let's see, what else did we see? And then someone else had a soft top with the top down, and then they had the windows out, so they had it folded all the way down. And then the other one, the last one we saw, the Outer Banks, was that a soft top?
I don't remember. There were so many.
Hey, I just got a message. Everybody heard it.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, but it was just fun. We had a blast, and so we'll get down there. We'll do a little adventuring back in the fluffier sand. But I guess you'll find out when you get stuck, and then right? Driving where we drove today was non-eventful. It was fun, right? But it wasn't. I don't have that cool story when we almost got stuck. I was like, okay. I did expect Now I know what these Broncos do rock crawling, and I've done it. I get that, but I did expect a little bit more of maybe an effort going up that loose sand. Like, wait a minute,
Yeah, there wasn't.
there was nothing.
It was
like
easy.
nothing. So, okay, so next time we're going to have to find some,
A taller hill.
yeah,
Taller hill to
routes to go
climb.
to.
Something.
So I'm afraid though, if we find a hill big enough, and you have to do the speed limit, that you'll end up wanting to go over it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you what, she is adventurous.
Not that. I'm just an accountant. That's the funny part.
Yeah,
But
that's the
do-
joke. You
I-
think accountants are just like quiet and over in their corner?
I do like a little adventure as long as it's safe.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we could have like Moab style hills or something, that would be so fun.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit different terrain, but you should go to the
Just to
next
be able to
Bronco,
jump.
the off rodeo, because we get to go to the other one with the second
Yeah.
Bronco.
I just don't want to tear up my Bronco though. That's the biggest thing.
Well, I don't think you will. It's just like today, a little bit of common sense. You're not gunning it through the blowing when there's what did I call it earlier? Just a ton of sand, literally airborne right in front of you. I'd let off the gas, the throttle. I let off the throttle, and less air being sucked into the engine. However, when you're in sand mode, it carries the RPMs of the engine up, so it doesn't drop, immediately. So, but we'll see how well the filters work. I hear the factory filters in them are really good. They fit tight in the airbox, so we'll see. And chances are there's absolutely nothing there. So we'll see.
I guess we'll find out.
It's our first trip with it, right? So we don't really know.
Yeah. Looking forward to a lot more.
Yeah, Andy, he said he'll tear it up for us if we want. No,
Yeah.
no, she can do that.
No.
Yeah.
I know. Well, we had the old Expedition, and that was the
no,
car.
Andy has a
adventures
point.
with.
Once you get the first bit of damage, then you just like a level
Oh,
of care
no,
goes down a few notches. Yeah.
Because it still hurt. I mean, I'll be honest. I was jumping the railroad tracks, going to the barn in the Expedition, and it was so much fun. It was like this adrenaline addiction.
Yeah.
I know I did it with him one night in the car. And he was like, "What are you doing? Slow down." No, hold on. But afterwards, it started making a noise, and it turned out to have broken the control arm. So.
Yeah.
Or it was.
Well, that's what happens at 300,000 miles.
It was suspected that was the cause.
Yeah.
But it also did have a lot of miles.
Andy, by the way, so the little piggies in this area hang out in Smithfield. Yeah. So Smithfield Packing, is over there. Didn't we hear rumors that
they were stopping that stuff there.
Yeah.
So you're not going to see the piggies on the road anymore.
Yeah, you're not. Supposedly that's stopping here, but then the Eastern Shore is like big with the chickens. I mean, it's like feathers.
Yeah, that's why. All the
so,
farms over there, and isn't it Maryland too? Remember that couple we met in Madeira Beach?
Time?
They have a chicken farm for Purdue and the other one, Tyson, maybe.
This is Poultry Talk Live Sunday night.
Sorry.
But yeah, no.
Bronco outdoors,
This is
chickens,
the outdoors part. You never
pigs.
know what you're going to pass. Well, Andy knows. This is his profession. And thanks, Andy, for what you do. By the way, we rely on truckers to live a civilized life, just like tradesmen, plumbers, heating and air, electricians, other people as well. But right off the top, Mike Rowe says it best. What's he say? Something in his intro, but basically he says helping us live civilized lives, and that's true. So let's see. I've got an Eruption Green Badlands nonsense. Oh gosh, don't say sass, you'll get yelled at.
So I'm gone in 60. You were driving Broncos almost 6 hours. Awesome.
Wow.
That was fun.
Well, that was off rodeo, I think.
Oh, okay.
About off road.
Well,
hey, I'm going in 60. Hello. Haven't checked in with you tonight.
Okay. So Ryan, you got the Eruption Green Badlands also.
Yeah.
Oh, so you got the manual transmission. Okay.
Yep, so 2.3. Yep.
I don't have the 35 still. Okay.
Yeah, here's the thing too, though, is let me say this. I'm trying to say that not the sky's the limit, but you have so much room to modify it the way you want.
Yeah.
Right? So the aftermarket stuff and make it uniquely yours. Gavin and I were talking today. We have zero interest in taking the wheels off of ours. Now, when the tires wear out, we will change to a different brand of tire, I'm sure. But the rims, I
like them.
I like the ones that come with it. I have no regrets with them, and I don't want to change them. But tires, of course, we'll do something different next time. But yeah, with the 33s, you have room to do whatever. I guess it's 33s. I mean, you have room to do whatever you want to do. Andy says he's uncivilized. I hear you. Well, thanks for helping us be civilized, right? But we appreciate you. Let's see. So I'm gone in 60. When did you go to off rodeo? Because we did the first day it was open to the public. So all of the embargoes went away, which I thought was exciting. We got to, post all these videos and pictures that have only been released at that point, by press and stuff. But we had a day and a half there. And I think they've switched it to a day, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe somebody.
Oh, really? They shortened it? Well, though, getting back to the Bronco. So today we were in it quite a few hours. When you mentioned 6 hours, I mean, we were in the car for over 6 hours, probably 7 hours today. A few stops in between, but it was a very comfortable trip. I mean, it was really, really comfortable and a fun trip, a fun drive. So
you guys aren't gonna believe this. So the animals have missed us all day. So the cat just comes strolling in, and she has to meow like I'm getting ready to wreck your live stream.
You can probably hear her. So excuse the Dr. Doolittle-ness tonight.
Yeah, like I feel like the speaking animal or something. But it's a very good point what you had about the drive. So we were in it, and it was fun.
It was fun to drive. Yeah.
But for the third time, let me finish. When we were going through, I know I'm shiny squirrel stuff. It's not your fault. When we were going through Duck and headed north, we stopped at this gas station. Oh, there was a lot of people. They were just, wow, look, check out the Bronco, man. I like it. They were just like 3 or 4 people as I was trying to, get into the restroom there, and I'm like, I gotta go. But it was fun. People like this thing. It's cool, and. It was a lot. I mean, how many Jeeps did we see today?
Oh man, 100? Tons. Right where
maybe
we stopped,
like literally 50 to 60 Jeeps today, easy.
Yeah, I mean, Jeeps have dominated the beach for years now. And today we saw several clusters of them in groups on the beach.
Wasn't it funny? The 2 different clusters, they were all either black, gray, and that one like almost like Area 51 color.
Yeah,
remember that? It was like the 2 different groups.
Yeah, they're very matching.
And then there was a group a little bit further down that had an orange, a yellow, and hey, here we go. Thank you.
Oh, thank you,
Andrea. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Hey, I saw you checked in today on one of our videos over on Instagram. Thanks. I appreciate
thanks
you
for joining us.
Yeah, and thanks for the super chat. Window sticker has arrived. So
sweet.
He is about, let's see, what would you say? Dave's here. He knows better. A week or 2 away from blend date. It's really close. When you get the window sticker, it is getting ready to happen. So that's awesome.
Well, we'll have to. Andrea, you live in Virginia Beach, right?
Yeah, or somewhere around here.
Somewhere around
I don't know if
here.
you want to tell where you live.
Sorry, I'm not trying to call anyone out, but there's supposed to be some sort of meetup in May, correct?
So
someone's organizing.
If you're a member of Bronco Nation and you go to the events, excuse me, you go to the events. There's supposedly a meetup if it happens on May 22nd.
That's right, because we were talking. It's before Memorial Day. Yeah.
So we're going to
down where we were today. Actually,
I sent them a message. I haven't heard anything back. I was like, "Hey, we're in. We're So as we get a little bit closer, we'll check in and see if it's still
and inform anyone that is from the area or within driving distance that would want to go. It'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and if you live in Virginia, we started Virginia Broncos on Facebook. So Andrea's a member, and we appreciate that.
Awesome.
But we're trying to get a big group of us to actually do stuff, right? Not just I mean, there'll be the car shows and stuff like that and events, and who knows, go out and do breakfast or lunch or something somewhere. But the beach, the trails, going places. Maybe if there's a group going to Supercell East, if we want to meet up at a certain time, if everybody's schedule works and kind of head down, that'd be awesome. Let's go back through some of the comments here. I think we missed a couple. Let's see, let's see, we got that one. Andy, I think I am happy with 35s right now. Who knows? I'll never say never, but 37s maybe one day. But I'm just happy with the way the Bronco looks and drives now.
Excuse me,
And
yes.
I'm just doing the accessories, the bolt on stuff like that.
I mean, me personally, I don't need anything taller.
Right.
I'm good with it.
Otherwise, you'll need
Steps.
You'll need steps or something like that. Which, by the way, is a great idea on the new Bronco Raptor.
Because that one is taller.
I always want to say Raptor
37s.
and Bronco, but I guess it's Bronco Raptor.
But it comes with 37s, right?
37s, but remember, it has the removable steps that are bolted to the rock rails.
Right.
So you can unbolt them, and so if you're going rock crawling, you can, unbolt them. But for everyday driving or the beach or what we did today or something like that, you would leave them on.
Yeah.
Because with 37s and that suspension,
I would have.
What does suspension have? Is it 13 and a half or 14? I think it's 14 and a half travel in the rear and 13 in the front. I know it's 8.2 inches wider in the front, 8.6 wider in the rear. Those are big.
That is
it's a lot bigger. So, let's see. I usually drive 8 to 10 hours a day. Yeah, Andy, I'll tell you the drive today was. I mean, Becky, this is a good point. I didn't even think about the comfort level.
Super comfortable.
Even with the roads around here, it's kind of like yippee.
You're hitting potholes and getting tossed.
I like that, don't you? Hey, Flo, how are you?
Flo has
Toyo tires. Yep. So the Toyo tires are. I hear good things about those KO2s as well, right? I saw somebody comment. Sorry, I didn't see that. I'm looking for it. Let's see, Ryan. That's what I'm thinking later. I'd love to do some bronze rim. Yeah. Well, the bronze and the eruption green would look really good. The Mustangs had that theme. I don't know if it was Mach 1 or I don't know which one. There was a Mustang out there that was sort of like that 4-screen with gold, and my Mustang is black and gold. Of course, it was painted like a Hertz, even though it's a GT. This car was originally green. Did you know that?
Yeah,
green with a white tree.
I remember that story.
Let's see. But thanks for checking in, Flo. Appreciate that. Let's see what tires. Curious. I really think. Yeah, I don't think somebody went with that. Bronco 78. I'd always been happy with 33s on a 78, but yeah, I'm happy with 35s. Bronco 78. I think for us, I mean, for what we're doing,
it's fine.
I mean, look, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So where did we hear that before?
Shout out to Steph.
Steph, you're all right. I still think you need shirts. Let's see. Ryan H. There's a cyber orange 4-door Badlands Sasquatch package. Yeah, good deal. Good deal. And a super chat from Andrea. We really do appreciate you. Seriously, we do. Let's see.
So Andrea is in Virginia Beach. Awesome.
Yep. Blend date is Wednesday.
That's exciting.
Hey, keep us informed because I know that you might actually see the Bronco. I will say this. So you've heard some people getting Broncos with a lot of miles on them. Have you heard that? 40, 50, 60 miles.
Oh.
So, it depends on where it gets stored. But if everything is there for your Bronco, if you're one that you get built and it goes out of the backside of the map, and I know somebody will try to correct me with this, but I've got firsthand knowledge of what happened to our Bronco. I guess it leaves map, and there's a Norfolk Southern rail yard there right near it. Both of our Broncos, one had 3 miles and one had 4.5. So in the process of leaving the plant, getting on the train, from the train to the unloading yard in Crewe, Virginia, and then no mileage from there because it would be on a trailer at that point. And then it goes to Petersburg, and then they get sent out to all the different dealers. So we had 3 and 4.5 miles. So chances are, if they don't have to move yours from a holding lot, that you'll have a very low mile Bronco as well, like we did. Just because they don't have to drive it, to a point, put it on a truck a little bit further. I don't know where they load the trucks. I have no idea.
So Andy, you'll get yours in mid to late April. That'll be here before you know it.
Yeah, like
I know. Well, I mean, you're waiting and you're waiting. And I know that's
the first part of where are we at? March 6th.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it'll be here for you.
Hopefully sooner than that too.
Yeah, and I can't wait. I mean, a lot of you, are waiting for your Bronco, like Andy and Andrea, and it's really cool when you get these things. And I think starting to live, I mean, you know the Bronco, right? But just being able to just get in and drive it's so
Mhm.
cool. I mean, it's just I like it. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see what do we got. Let's see. Ryan, thank you so much for that super chat. I really appreciate that. Let's see, get the Bronco wrap.
Then I'm gone in 60 says some Bronco owners are having problems going up to 37s or larger.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I know the 40s were like a no, just like no, because it changes a lot of stuff. I mean, obviously, I think some people have put 37s without a lift. I don't know. I mean, obviously, it affects the travel. The suspension travel. It checks the articulation if you're doing all that, but it just seems to me to be real tight.
Ryan, yeah, I'm not convinced to get the Bronco Raptor yet.
Well, no, I mean, I told
two
everyone.
is enough.
Yeah,
right
no,
now.
no. I told everyone. I like when the dealer told me that the allocation, not it's yours, but in a roundabout way, there's no way we could end up with 3 Broncos and people are still waiting on their first.
Yeah.
Like, there's no possible scenario.
Unnecessary.
There's no possible scenario that works in right now. So, but it's just like budgets. Next year, I'll hit her up for it again and say like, hey, you love the Bronco, you do.
But here's the thing too. So it's kind of like having the super fast car that you never get to use as intended.
Yeah.
Like, where would we really need or use the Raptor?
Right.
Like, what we have is great, and I think it's so sufficient.
Yeah, it's the cool factor.
Yeah,
because,
I know it is.
Because like
and I know it's
where we
awesome
went
and all
today.
that, but you don't need it.
Right.
Of course, you don't need a lot of things that you want, but
Well, so where we went today, right? Speed limit, strictly enforced. The sign says strictly enforced. So, like, you're limited on what you're doing there.
yeah.
So it's not like you can just go. Now, if you lived closer to Moab or you have a bunch of property and
let it rip.
Yeah. So in our area, we live in an area that's just kind of
Yeah.
like the fun stuff. We have to drive almost 2 hours one way to go to a ATV park.
To ride 4-wheelers.
Right. Or maybe it was like an hour and 40 minutes the other way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're on the road.
We're in the middle.
Yeah, we're on the road. A minimum 4 hours a day getting there, and so you're getting ready to see like
the doodle's gonna break into the
probably tip the table over. That'll be a good live stream.
If we go dead, you'll know why.
But Ryan, we appreciate the super chat as well. Thank you so much. It would be epic content.
It would be fun, but
YouTube doesn't pay that much.
You're really gonna have to grow this channel.
Yeah, so Andy says the Raptor's ugly. So I know a lot of people that just really just don't like it, right?
Yeah, Ryan, the fenders aren't for you either, but you just want to see Duane get one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, nothing like peer pressure. Yeah, no, I would. I kind of. Oh, there it goes. I kind of like it. But Becky is. So I don't know. We'll see.
I am the accountant, y'all.
Yeah, she is. She has to watch the funds. And the funny thing that flipping houses can be very good, except when you can't find houses to flip. Oh my
gosh, that's a whole nother episode.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's get back in the comments here real quick. Let's see. I agree with the fenders aren't for me. Andy said I did have over 60 miles on mine. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up in this.
And very low miles per gallon.
See.
Yep, need versus want. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, need versus want is a huge thing right now.
If we start renting out Gavin to do chores.
Yeah. Well,
wouldn't that be kind of against things to take his money there? Or actually, we could just charge him rent for.
No.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah.
He's pretty helpful too.
Gavin is.
If you motivate him properly, he's helpful.
Gavin he's just a cool dude.
He is.
Like,
he's so.
He's an old soul, I think.
He is.
Yeah.
Just his choice of music's awesome.
So Gavin and I have this great relationship where it's father and son, obviously, but I swear, man, he's my best friend. Let's see. I love the way the Bronco Raptor looks. I just think someone needs to paint match the fender. So I'm gone in 60. Great. So there's one of the engineers said it. I think it was on Yeah, let's see. I forget what YouTube channel it was, but anyway, somebody was reviewing it at Chicago Auto Show, and he said that he expects or would think that some people, buyers, the owners, would paint match or paint another color.
But doesn't that kind of defeat the whole purpose of the Raptor? That's supposed to be like this off-roading beast,
No,
and it's going to get chipped up.
Well, good point on that, because there are these panels on the rear. You know how we have the fender flares on the rear?
Well, I'm talking about the
So
fenders.
there are panels that are removable because they're expecting those to get beat up.
I do remember seeing that.
And that they actually wrapped up onto the back door. So the back doors are a little bit different. If you take the Raptor, there's two sections that are interchangeable between our Bronco and the Raptor. The front, the driver's side and passenger side doors, and the rear swing gate minus the exoskeleton that they've got going on holding that big 37. The hinges are different, but the actual door panel is the same. So the rear quarters are different. The rear doors are different because of those flares that are attached to the door. The front fenders are different, and they're not carbon fiber, but they're a composite, and the hood is different as well.
Yeah, Ryan said, imagine teaching Gavin to drive in the Raptor Bronco on YouTube. So many views. Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, when he's could you imagine that being the first
It's just so hard. Like, and seeing him ride his 4-wheeler and stuff, he's really good at it. It's going to be hard to wait until he's legal.
No,
I know. I'm not suggesting that we would do that, but I'm just saying.
No,
we've got a few years.
This is not the good old days. Becky.
5.5, to be precise.
Overlanding for fun, Tim. Hey, how are you? I hope all is well in your camp today. Good hearing from you. I appreciate you being here.
But Ryan, a tug of war, between the Broncos.
Now, why are you saying that? Are you scared, or I won't do it?
I know you won't do it.
Okay.
But I won't even do that.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, which bumper's gonna fly off first?
No, not the bumpers. It's like
Well, I mean, at some point, something's got to go.
No, what would realistically happen is we'd break the strap. The strap would snap back and bust your back window and put a rip in the top and probably hit me in the head and mine. So it wouldn't be a good deal. Would you just you're thinking, aren't you? You're like, wait a minute.
No.
So actually, and I did go to 4-Wheel Parts and spend some money. I tagged them there. We did. We spent a little bit of money over there. Like today, we didn't need it, but we did go with a Smitty-built portable, was it 2.5 psi small pump, right? And it has an attachment to help you fill a fast fill the gauge with the button on it. But we actually use that air down today, which is probably, if I put that in a video, the comments will be rich, I'm sure, because I do know they make a better tool for that. Yeah. But that's what we had today.
And it was faster than the regular pressure.
Well, they actually have a nice attachment for it. And we tomorrow I'm ordering our recovery boards, and I think the roof racks are available to order now, aren't they? Do we know? I
do not know.
So I'm at least going to ask. So we're going to call the accessories person at our dealer tomorrow and say, hey, what do you got? What's the line? If the roof racks are available aftermarket or through the Ford accessory store, I want the roof racks and then the recovery boards, and then we'll start going from there. But what else you have? I know we're going to go. We were, man, it's been a long day. Are you tired?
Weekend. I'm very tired.
You're very tired. Let's see what we have.
Oh, I have one more question while he's scrolling through the comments. My friend and I, who were both horse enthusiasts, and the whole Bronco idea. Any horse enthusiasts out there? Any of you guys horse people? 4-legged horse people? Just curious. If you are, tell Duane, shoot him a comment or a message or comment. We're just curious.
They've got something up their sleeve, so it ought to be interesting. Let's see here.
New roof rack on the soft top.
Yeah. And Tim said you need to get one of those kinetic ropes to the tug of war.
I wouldn't hold my breath on the tug of war.
Yeah.
Honestly.
There might be a better chance of, me winning the lottery?
Probably.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
Although whoever won could then have to hook up to the F-250.
Andy, as opposed to two-legged horse people. No, you know what I mean. Like Bronco, horse, pony, 4 wheels,
Yeah.
4
That's all right,
legs.
Andy. Keep her straight.
Always has to be one in the
Yeah.
bunch, right?
Andy, you're my man. Yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah, because I'm always, I mess with you all the time.
Oh my gosh.
You love
Constantly.
it. That's why you married me. Let's see. What did Ryan said there? Hey, Andy. So someone made this roof rack get up for a soft top,
Really?
and so I'm assuming the top goes down and then this goes up. So like, I don't really know the scenario. Maybe there's some. I mean, it's impossible to go over it, right? How it opens. But I think I think it was one of the deals where if you take it off, then you could put it up there.
Oh, okay.
But then it's not ready for the weather. I don't know.
Mhm.
It's a cool concept. I need to look into it. I just remember, I seen it somewhere on the internet, and I kept scrolling by because I was in a hurry to get whatever I was trying to figure out. And let's see, maybe 5.5 years for the Bronco Raptor ride.
You're right. You're right.
Well, they're saying this summer, so we shall see. The big number is going to be, or the big thing's going to be, what's the number on the Bronco Raptor? Is it 5,000? Maybe that's the goal, or is it more, or is it less? I would say it's no more than 5, and it's probably less. Let's see. Yeah. So the tug of war thing, Becky sounds like she's talking me out of it. Thanks in advance. Overlanding from
Excursion instead of the 78 Bronco.
Maybe that's the Bronco 70. Are you talking about? I know it's the Tim there, but are you maybe driving that to Supercell? That'll be fun. So Tim, what I want to know, who has the longer beard, you or Andy? Because if the profile picture of Andy's right, he's got
really
like a long beard, man.
So is that an accurate photo, Andy? That's the question.
Let's see. What do you use? Yep. Gotcha. Let's see. Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff for the Bronco. Think about it's not out yet. A lot of the accessories. So as time goes on, I mean,
they're trickling.
Yeah, you're just going to see some cool stuff. I think. Let's see. It's a full-time job in a troll. Oh man, let's see. You want to add him to the live stream? He doesn't know. Mm-mm. Now he knows what time it is. Buddy of mine calling me, TJ from Roanoke. Turn on the computer. All right. So anyway, Christopher Tackett, we're all having fun until yeah. Well, here's the thing, because I don't want to get
we're not going to go there.
Yeah, we're not going to talk politics on here because you know how that ends up. But I hear you. I hear you. Let's see. It was Andy. Yep.
Good grief, Andy.
Well, what is that?
Talking about beer. Oh, 5,000 a year or 5,000 over MSRP is what Flo was asking.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry, Flo. I was thinking quantity that they're going to build. Yeah, the over MSRP thing. Supposedly, someone posted this on Bronco 6G the other day, and of course, I have no idea how to validate it. It was just a comment, but they said that this dealer was expecting to get 2, which
2 Raptors.
Yeah, but
wow.
Here's what my dealer told me. They're totally expecting 1 allocation, no doubt. Maybe who knows? Maybe more, but 1 allocation, and that's where we had that conversation with getting it. But that's not even guaranteed technically. I mean, there's no ink on paper promising that. So it should have it. But if this person said that they were going to get 2 and 1 was going to be sold to the golden ticket holder, the one that
really? They're going to raffle it?
No. Meaning the email from Ford saying, "Hey, you've
been selected."
You've been selected.
Okay.
So the dealer is supposedly going to honor MSRP on that one.
Okay.
But a second one would be like 50 or 60 or whatever they said over. It was just a lot.
50 or 60 over?
Oh, yeah. Look, I predict,
wow,
and I could be wrong, I think there will be a V8 Bronco. and it's not the one, they're $250,000. They're off road only. I think there'll
Wow.
be a streetable V8 Bronco to be the Bronco R, and it'll sell for 130 sticker plus, which who knows by the time it gets out of, it'll be one of those
That's
special. You know how the Ford GT, like a lot of people said they would never ever build it, even back in the mid 2000s, and then suddenly the
there they
rumor
are.
it showed up right at some auto show somewhere.
Very sneaky.
So I could be wrong, but I really feel like there's rumblings, in different channels from people that have a lot of really good access and like pretty good contacts are starting to say it more and more and more. And I just feel like it'll be that, yeah, we did it, but it will be, by the time it's all said and done with, it'll be $150,000-$200,000 Bronco. I mean, and streetable, because you can pay $250 to $275 for, I forget what they call it. But it's a race. That's what Gavin's talking about today. He'd love to take a, modified down the beach. I'm like, dude.
Oh yeah, he had some big plans today.
Hey, Terrence.
Oh, hey, Terrence.
What's up?
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for tuning. We were late tonight. We didn't, budget or manage. We didn't manage our time correctly.
No, we were having too much fun.
We were having
That's
too
what
much
it
fun
was.
on the beach.
We
in the
just took
Broncos.
longer
Yeah.
because we were having fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was a great day, a great weekend. It was good.
And I did consider, and I did go live there. If you saw it and I'm going to delete that later because it was just horrible. But like the thumbnail was, the roof panels, and it was dark. But if we had enough light in the Bronco, we would have just done the live from the road, right? But yeah, as you know, the Bronco, one thing that it does need is more lighting. You know what I noticed? I opened the glove box last night. First time at night I've opened it. There's no light in there.
Oh, really?
Mm-mm.
I guess I haven't opened it at night, so I haven't noticed that
Put
yet.
it this way. If there's a light in there, ours is not working.
It doesn't work.
And, so I opened it.
So now I think we need to test the other one and see if there's a light in there.
No, what we're going to do is we're going to put a bunch of those little,
little sticky lights.
Sticky lights.
Or what about we could do the clapper?
Oh my Lord! Yeah, yeah. You know all the bumps we hit around here. The lights would look like a disco.
It would. It would be fun.
Let's see. Let's see. Everyone watch Dave. Yeah, so Tim, I when I got off the stream, I had to, because we had to get up early today to head to the Outer Banks, and it was a few minutes. I watched it after that, and then again this morning, I'm like, man, he is still there. But I didn't see anything late in the night. So I don't know if anything crazy happened or whatever.
Wait, did they have the soft top? So he slept inside, put the seats down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a soft top.
Okay. So I was just making sure he didn't do the tent on top. So I wanted to hear about that. Because I wasn't privy. I went to bed early last night. I wasn't in on the live stream.
So they have a Badlands. You know what they
have. Yeah, it's soft top. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I was just making sure.
But that was a great idea, though, because look, I think we all ought to do it. That'd be cool. But
I'll let you. I'll take the Kelly position. I'll stay inside. You and Gavin can go camp outside.
Yeah. Actually, I think
I'm gonna stay inside.
We'll just head over to Virginia Beach to.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Is it Seashore, or did they change the name? First Landing.
Yeah, First Landing State Park.
First Landing State Park.
There's also this campground, the KOA, down at the oceanfront somewhere. I think it's off of General Booth Boulevard. There's a big campground. Everybody takes their campers. Maybe they'll let you park your Bronco.
If you're wondering. Well, I keep looking
down
here.
Now
we have
going
the doodle,
to him for attention.
It's getting ready
She's
to jump
going
up
from
here.
one to the other. I think she really needs something.
Yeah, she needs to. We've been gone all day, and the
she
cat's
needs to
freaking
go
out.
OUT, and I'm sure the child that was in charge
say
didn't
hi.
let
Look,
her.
There's the head. Look, Chloe.
She has the cutest dog.
Yeah, she looks like Sasquatch. Look.
Yeah.
It's the sign.
I can't wait to take her with us in the Bronco.
But yeah, you know what? So I posted something tonight with a picture of Becky and I there, and we have fun as a family.
Mm-hmm.
But last couple years, it's been less vacation. Well, and don't say it, but we all know why. But even before that, we were kind of, I don't know. We didn't go to the beach as much, right? As we used to.
Well, you didn't go to the beach.
Well, you guys went more, but you didn't go. None of us went as much as we did. And so I think now, though, the Broncos sort of like, okay, we already have fun together, but man, we can have a lot more and different, You know what I mean? Like going where we went today is just cool. because
Well, and the
you
good
guys can
thing
go tanning.
was,
Gavin and I'll do fishing.
yeah, it appealed to the masses.
Yeah.
It made everyone happy. It just
Right.
wasn't one person's thing.
Yeah.
So that's what made it great.
Yeah, it was fun. But the Bronco experience is pretty cool, and it's always nice when you get people liking the vehicle that you're driving. They like it. I mean, we went to dinner tonight, and someone that I never in a million years would have. Oh,
Yeah,
I love
and
your
but it was
Bronco.
so
We were
funny.
following you down the roads.
But it was so funny too. They were from Newport News,
Yeah, like
which were there
across
right over the peninsula.
Yeah.
So about 35 minutes from us. So that was pretty neat too. It's a small world. It really is. And I think that's the best part about this YouTube channel is getting to meet people, even people that live close by, but you meet them over the internet, not even knowing.
Terrence said he's 5'7". He's sleeping. Well, soon enough. Soon enough, Terrence. Let's see. The first time I heard of that either. Let's see. What's going on? Gotcha. Oh, Tim, I'm sorry. I was just reading this from Tim. Yeah. So, yeah, I didn't know how long, that went. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
though.
that's
if
a
you
long.
think 12-hour, is that when StreamYard cuts us off? Did he say?
I don't know. I was not a part of any of that last night.
So I think the next thing we still need to. Tim asked us to do the MPG challenge.
Oh yeah.
So we need to do that. And let's see. The other thing is, dog's getting ready to rip down the side.
She's taking something with her.
Sorry, folks.
The dog's hung up in the cords.
You got to be kidding me.
And she's not moving either.
This live stream stuff is pretty amazing. You never know. There's cats and dogs and
well, and we have a full zoo around here. We'll be honest.
So last week at the end
real.
of my live, this young lady was talking to me.
I'm so sorry.
And I said,
I was
hey,
loud.
I'm talking to Dave, and she thought we were like
done.
No, she thought we were doing like Messenger or something. I'm like, no, we're live. Already.
Sorry about that. I'm a little loud.
So, but anyway, it was pretty fun. So let's see what do we got going on. All right, so Terrence, we need an update on your Bronco. What's happening with that? I haven't. I can't remember last time I asked you that. I didn't think.
Yeah, Terrence has been waiting.
You've been waiting a long time, like a really long time. So let's see here. I'm not even gonna repeat that, Andy, but I just read what you said.
Mm-hmm. We gotcha.
Let's see about the David asleep there.
Brady Bunch.
Let's see. Yeah, that's oh yeah, that's when we were on there last night. Yeah, and then, those streams can get lively for sure.
Overlanding for fun. We don't have chickens. We do not. We had ducks before, but we don't have chickens.
We did have ducks,
but not now.
Yeah. Let's see. The kiddo.
Andy's talking about his mom was going to the wrong minivan. I've done that before. When we had our expedition, I walked out of Walgreens one day. It was the same exact green expedition. And I walked out just looking down, and then I got up to the door, and there was someone sitting in there. It was his expedition, not mine. That was a little bit of a shocker.
So F2F terrain, let's see, March 12th. So, wow, six. I'm going to say 6 short days, but I get it. In your position, it's going to be exciting. 6 long days, but it's going to be here before you know it. That's awesome. So you were mentioned today that F2F terrain, I think, mentioned about the speed limit on the beach, like being up higher up near the dunes.
It's 35 up there.
I mean, I didn't read it. You were telling me, but
he doesn't listen sometimes.
I don't listen. I don't listen at all. Just. Terrence has no build date. Man, I'm sorry. So look, you see a lot of other people that have been waiting. They're starting to get their date, so it's any day now.
Yeah,
any day now.
It's got to be.
Yeah, I tell you the wait. The second Bronco was a little strange about the delivery. We were able to track the 21 from like everywhere through whatever town it was in, where it was at. I mean, Gavin and I missed it by maybe 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, you had it marked.
We had it marked. We were watching a live stream of a rail cam. If you go to, it's right here on YouTube, it's rail cam live, and then you put in what city, and it was Roanoke. And sure enough, we were 5 minutes late, and then here's the train rolling. And I just thought that was cool. Becky was in Farmville buying a horse, which is near
Or
Crew.
looking at a horse.
So
I didn't buy it then.
I think, did you have to wait on the train, or y'all saw
No,
the train?
we saw the train. We passed through.
Yeah, so when the train was going to Crew, Virginia, they passed through, and the train was there. I was like, just pick it up on your way home.
Yeah.
But
So I took it as a sign to buy the horse.
yeah,
Was
but
the
the
Bronco was at the same train, in the same
Yeah,
place.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
all
yeah.
meant to be,
Yeah, it had to
right?
be. But the second Bronco, we had a build date. Then we received the picture. The picture is built, and then I get an email from my dealer saying, "Hey, good news! The Bronco's in Virginia." This was 2
What?
weeks later. It's like, well, I've been tracking it, and they haven't even said it's shipped. And sure enough, there it is.
I have been seeing online. I'm in a Bronco ladies forum. A lot of people are talking about that. How it drops off, and then all of a sudden it's there.
Oh yeah, you didn't see this yet. So I don't know. One of the Bronco forums. Here we go again. So I know I take the unpopular stance, but I'm also I don't follow the herd, right? So I have my own opinion, and it's my opinion. I don't just say what But this person went out of their way to make a really cool graph or picture illustration, and it shows a 2-door Bronco, and it says Bronco, and then a 4-door Bronco, a Bronco wagon, and then a Bronco Sport. They call it the Bronco 3. Just remember the Bronco 2? And I'm thinking, can we let it go, man? Yeah. I don't understand it. I really don't.
I think I'm gonna have to say goodnight. I think my dog's about to
All right, well,
explode.
here, say goodnight to everybody.
So goodnight. It was nice chatting with all of you, and enjoy your week.
Yeah, don't say seeing them. That would just be weird.
I know. I see your text, but I would look forward to talking with you guys again soon.
And you're watch out for the video of Becky. Actually, there again, it wasn't anything spectacular, the terrain, but the driving. So it was fun.
Oh, it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. You did good.
It was
Thanks.
fun.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye. See you downstairs in a few minutes.
See you in a few.
All right.
I just don't want to have a dog mess to clean up. I think the poor dog's about to explode.
Yeah, so we have kids, and
but they don't.
Bronco 78 says good night.
Good night. They neglect the animals.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, sorry. Hold on a minute. Let me get back into the comments here real quick. Let's see. F2F Terrain, thank you for saying that. Bronco 78. Andy. Let's see. We have confirmed. Yes, have a confirmed order via DocuSign. Gotcha. All right. Everyone, thanks for wishing Becky there good night. Yeah, she's tired. We got up early today, and we've been going ever since. And so here we are. Let's see. No, actually, Tim, there's no sending it where we went. So they're very strict. You pass no less than 20 signs that say no stopping for any reason. This is on the hard surface road. But then the speed limit, if you're next to people close to the water, it's 15, up higher, it's 35. But they police that kind of stuff. I mean, like donuts, and of course the dunes you have to stay away from anyway down there, because the dunes there do serve a huge purpose, and that keeps the Atlantic from, the neighborhood. So the dunes is something that you don't touch. The only places you can go near the dunes is the actual roads or the access. And of course they maintain that. They always keep it, piled up. So really where we went today, there was not a lot of, you can't let it rip or anything like that. So to answer your question, she did like going from rut to rut diagonally. You'll see that in the video. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Got a 2-door Black Diamond build date. So how long was the drive where we went? I don't know in mileage, but in time it was 2 hours. Taking out any stops, 2 hours and 16 minutes, I think it was. So to go to the Outer Banks, we can get there in an hour, 35 or 40 minutes. But that's the Highway 12. But when you turn and go north through Duck and then through Corolla and then Corova, that's where you're headed back up towards Virginia. That adds another, I don't know, 45 minutes to the trip, something like that. Yeah, I'm more centered to the screen. There we go. How about that? Hey, it's hard when you have the two people. So we are redoing our studio here a little bit. So whenever you hit the table, it's going to be a little quieter than that because we have the mic sitting on a glass and steel table. So there's like, yeah, it's if anyone that knew broadcasting or studios was to see this table, they would just freak out. So we do have a little area that we're going to do some cool stuff, and I hope to actually be able to film some people that we used to do a little work with that you would know from a TV show. And hopefully they're going to be able to put together this cool table to say, hey, it's old Bronco content. Here's a cool story. And the guys that did it are really cool. So that's what I'm working on right now. If it doesn't happen, I'll tell you all about it. But until then, I got to keep it a husha husha. Oh, let's see here. So, yeah. So it's not a bad drive to go. So this time of the year, there's more beach basically that you can drive on the Outer Banks. But here in a couple 3 weeks, that starts limiting. So you can still drive on Corolla and Corova, and you still drive down by Hatteras, but it just cuts out a lot of some of the other areas that you have the ability to go now. Let's see. You drive on the yeah, so F2F train we did. We were looking for the horses, because we would. I know you can't touch them. We all, I've heard that, but we wanted to have them like if they were in the background, be able to stop and take a picture, right, and get them in the background. But we couldn't find the horses. But we drove through not all of them, but a lot of those roads, and yeah, there's some. It's pretty cool back in there. I mean, it felt like you were on trails because you would go down certain roads and you wouldn't see a house. And I was checking out some of the building going on down there. They, I mean, from a distance, from the outside, building some really, really nice houses there. But the neighborhood streets are just loose sand, powder sand, as you know, and it was fun. The thing about for us is when you go from those roads back onto the beach, you're actually going up over an apex of a dune, which they're giving say dune. It's the access road, right? And you're going over, you're just hoping that if somebody's coming the other way, they're actually on the right side. And because you don't want to creep up there, you got to kind of get a little speed. So it was fun today. So it was really fun. But one of these days we'll take the Bronco where it's really got to work. But nothing today made it sweat. It was pretty awesome. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I have yeah, Andy, the donuts. So there was one place that we wanted to use the trail turn assist, but I even think that would be considered a donut. So I was like, I'll keep it safe. This is my first trip out. I don't need to. But we were under the speed limit the entire time. Came out with a 420. Yeah, Flo, you're talking about my comment over there. Yeah, I don't care. The four-door Bronco, I think Tim said this last night, is practical, like common sense stuff, right? You want the power that you want, so you go with a V6. You have kids, you go with a four-door. Like to me, I wanted a Bronco. I like the look of the four-door. Like I don't, it just to me it fits. I mean, the two-door is great. Don't get me wrong, but for me, I just knew it's got to be a four-door. It's nothing really because I mean, where's five of us, so you can get five people in a four-door. It's really four in a two-door, and that's cramped in the back seat because of the wheelbase and the fender wells. However, the two-door is cool. I like it. Don't get me wrong. If we could have a third Bronco right now, a two-door would be. Yeah, and Andy, sorry, I'm slow. I'm tired. I get it. Yeah, there was no Krispy Kreme or anything there. Let's see. Nice, you go after the heavy rain. You pools of water back there. Yeah. So F2F terrain. I think we're not going to let rain scare us away. So the next time we go down there, if it's raining, then we'll see. Hopefully, get to see something like that. It was fun. Yeah. So yeah, and the four door. I mean, the four door makes the Bronco practical for a lot more people to buy it, right? I mean, and that's why they did it because like someone commented, I think it was Flo said the Jeep sells more four doors. I believe it. I see more four-door Jeeps than two doors. I don't know what the actual numbers are, but I get it. Ryan, let's go back here. So Ryan, if that comment was for me. Sorry, I'm out of sequence on the comments. Do I have one of you? I have 2 4-doors. If that one of each was for me, I don't know. Let's see. I'm going in 60. I didn't see that. Good night. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate that. Let's see here. I'm going to try to get caught up on that. Let's see. Yeah, and Andy, like I said, I'm tired. It's like somebody asked me last night a question on Dave's stream about which electrical outlet for the electric cars that we're putting in houses, and I'm thinking. I'm trying to think of a part number. It's like the voltage. I'm like, no, it's 280, 230s. I've been exhausted this week. Let's see, 5 my family. So, all right, everyone. Well, look, I am going to wrap this up for tonight because I am super tired. Got up early today. Had some fun. Watch out for the video. I don't know when we'll have it. Probably won't be tomorrow, but oh, and I do have another oil change video coming out, but this one is going to be funny. So trust me, no 55-minute oil change. It's going to be a video for the people that roasted me about the length of the other one. So it's going to be kind of humorous. Hopefully it doesn't turn anyone off, but I am going to do a video looking for sand in the air filter and the air box because we had a ton of airborne sand today. The winds were blowing. I think we had gusts of 35 today. At least that's what it was supposed to be. And I had no way of gauging it, but it was pretty stout. Someone asked in a comment from our live earlier if I could check the decibels between the soft top and the MIC. We plan on doing that soon. We have a lot of really good videos coming out. So we have the one looking for, our first little trip out where's sand. It's no big deal. The Bronco's made for it. But some people want to know, you took one out with no sand. Where do you find it? Well, I'll tell you where it is inside and tell you where it is under the hood. The other one is that oil change, which will be sort of a parody of my last one. I'll make fun of myself, though. And let's see, what's the other one? We have something else going. But anyway, we're going to try to take the footage from today. And, we typically do something. We have an idea, and we kind of go through that idea and film it. Today was just random stuff, like what you call B-roll. So who knows? Maybe I'll just do a video with music over it. Who knows? But Becky got to drive today on the sand, and she did great. She loved it. She stayed in the loose sand as much as possible, and get the feel for momentum. So when you start slowing down, you really feel how it changes, and you speed up as fast as you could go. And so you really get to feel how momentum works in your favor. So when you do find that really deep loose sand, that you know how to maneuver it. But anyway. Everyone, let's go through names here really quick. Make sure I don't. Let's see. F2F Terrain, thank you. Ryan, Andy, thanks for the super chat as well, and Ryan for that. And Andrea. Let's see who I'm going to 60. We said goodnight. Bronco 78. Thank you so much for tuning in. And All Terrain. I don't know if you're still here. I saw your Terrence. Thanks a lot. Let's see here. Dirk. We appreciate you checking in. And anyone else that was here that either didn't comment or that I overlooked, I'm sorry if I overlooked you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chats. We appreciate you. Watch out for cool videos this week. And we will see you next Sunday night. And I will be on time, I promise. Thank you. See you. Bye.